It's the guy with the German name, whose name we're not allowed to pronounce anymore because we do it too badly. Are we audible? Are you hoodieing it up?
Of course.
Bro, fam, do you even? Did you see the piece of slang that apparently we don't have down here that I had in London? Scheme. Scheme. I know Gamer Dude's upset that you use a Mac. Gamer Dude is also coding. So first of all, we need to know what language you're coding in, and also why you don't like Macs. It sounds like a little clangers making techno music.
Okay, welcome all to yet another YouTube live stream. Welcome to all of you. No, there's more than 11 here, surely.
Of course so.
How many people are here? 22 people here so far. Thank you all for joining me.
How many languages can you say hello in?
How many languages can I say hello in?
Yeah. Let's go multilingual.
All right then. Okay. English. Hello. Scottish. Hello.
Oh God. My Scottish granddad just turned in his grave, which is very difficult because he was cremated.
Irish. Hello there.
Top of the morning to ya. You are Irish.
Yeah. Well, a little bit Irish.
A little bit Irish. Yeah. You're more Irish than I am.
Oh, this is pretty good, but I'm disgusted at the Mac usage. What? How are you disgusted at the Mac usage?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Or salut.
Salut.
You got konnichiwa.
Well done. Guten Tag.
Yeah, effectively. Good day.
Ni hao.
That'd be Korean.
No, that's Chinese.
Chinese. What?
Korean is Angon Haseyo.
There we go.
Of course, Hebrew. Shalom.
Shalom. But yeah, I think we've exhausted all.
Crosso. I said that at the beginning.
You obviously know more than I do then.
That's Welsh. Given Tag.
Yeah, this was a little song that I was working on earlier today. That lovely glitchy piano.
Connor's defending you and says that Mac is good for music making. I keep saying Connor as if it's the Connor that we know, and I know it's not the Connor we know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've used Windows before. Like most of my life, I've used Windows for making music, but I just got so fed up with it. Like, even I've got a Windows PC doing the live streaming, and I usually use that for video editing as well.
And I mainly use it for playing video games.
Exactly, you've commandeered it as your gaming machine. But either way, I've got my Windows machine for that. It's Windows 10. However, every time I use it, I just get depressed, or just ultimately really, really sad because it stops me from being as productive as I know I can be on my Mac, you know, which is why, you know, I love using my Mac here. I don't get any pop-ups. I don't get anything saying, "Oh, did you know that you can change your desktop wallpaper?" As I've had with Windows. So yeah, I can do without that.
Emmy?
Yes.
You want to introduce yourself?
Let me introduce myself. I am M1.
And I am also M1. There are two of us.
wait, if I'm M1, then why are the two of us?
Yeah.
What? Oh, this dude.
Let's ignore that while we do the stream. No, we can't spend the entire stream arguing about Macs and Windows. I won't do it. I'll go to bed.
No, we absolutely can, because we've got a banhammer.
No. I'm in charge of...
All right. No, this is fine. This is fine. I understand that people don't like Apple products as a whole. That's fine.
With my Apple phone. Let me just text my friends on my Apple phone.
Yeah.
Which has a beautiful car captors backing on it now. Because I'm weeb trash.
But yeah.
Yeah, this is M1.
And tonight...
Matthew, I am...
going to be performing as if I was deaf. Okay, so I had this idea to... I mean, I've already tried this before, like a couple of years ago.
You never told me
myself.
You tried this before.
Oh yeah, I've tried this before. In fact, I've got...
It doesn't feel special now.
But yeah, I had this idea a while ago to try and compose a piece of music as if I couldn't hear anything, or as if I was deaf, or something tragic happened where I couldn't use couldn't use my ears anymore. And to be honest, the result was pretty atrocious. Obviously not as refined as what what my usual music comes out to be like. So I decided, why not do it live on stream? So yeah, you're probably going to hear nothing for the majority of this stream. But if you stick around... and
we'll talk through processes.
Exactly. I mean, we'll be around to hopefully entertain. Yeah. And so, yeah, if you stick around for the end, then you'll be able to hear what comes of this weird experiment.
Come what may.
Copyright strike.
That wasn't 10 seconds of it. I don't know if the Moulin Rouge soundtrack is that heavily copyrighted.
And you can't always count on the fair usage policy to be...
You're clipping, by the way.
I know I'm clipping. I'm not actually clipping. I'm just very hard limited.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've got hard limits too.
Okay, so let's...
Oh.
What?
Oh. That's a bad joke.
So yeah, let's get our new our new project. Now, an easy way to do this is to go behind the scenes here, flip my rack over, and
that's what she said.
Yeah, and basically delete the output routing for this, which means that any sounds that I put into this software, I won't be able to hear the output from, because it all channels through these two channels here, which is going to be brilliant. I guess I'll start with some drums. I'm known for my keyboard drumming. I say that.
I don't know you for that.
No, I'm known for my music, but...
I didn't know you for that either. I did know you for that.
Okay. This is going to be a bit weird as well, because I'm not going to be able to hear...
Drums.
Anything. I'm not going to be able to hear any of the
Can I tell you what samples to use?
Oh, go on then. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know...
I like the sound of George because I was briefly married to a facehugger called George. In fact, his name was, I think I'll call him George. I was.
Facehuggers aren't real. And you didn't tell me you were married.
Yeah. I was married to a facehugger called George for about 3 years, actually, on Facebook.
What was that like?
It was fantastic, but he was a little bit grabby.
Oh, there's some sound.
Oh, no, don't want sound. No, get rid of sound. I'm Persona Nest, by the way.
Yes. You do some of the backing vocals for some of my Grunt remixes.
I'm gonna pray.
That being one of them.
That's the only one most people know, because most people can't hear me in the background most of the time.
Yeah. I'm confused. Why does this still sound? Oh, okay. So the instrument, because there's no output to channel 1, is automatically rerouted that output. Okay, so what we need to do is... Right, just set a weird... There we go. That should do the trick. Let me just test that with another one. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay.
Cool beans, fam.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, so I'm going to choose a tempo.
Oh, have fun on your night shift. I know how hard night shifts can be. Have you ever worked night shifts?
No.
Oh.
Right, so the tempo I've chosen is 116.
I didn't want that tempo. I wanted a dance track at 128.
128.
Yeah.
A dance track, and we've chosen an acoustic drum kit. That's nice.
We've chosen George drum kit.
We've chosen George. Okay. In that case...
Yeah, my mum's also a big fan of the Preem remix. She wasn't actually, was she? She was very disappointed when I showed her that.
All right, this is going to get very confusing because I've got no metronome, and this is where it usually goes wrong. I mean, that's not going to help at all.
I try.
But basically, I've got to keep an eye on this little meter down the bottom here, which will tell me visually when the beats are.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
And I'm going to rely on quantize in order to fix my notes automatically, which is what I use anyway.
Cheating.
No, that's what I use.
Cheating.
It's not. It's a technique that I use anyway, and a technique that pretty much every single producer out there will use. So it's a common technique, and I'm allowed to use it. Next, you're going to be saying that I can't use a keyboard.
True.
So, right. You want a dance track, don't you?
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of 80s and 90s references in there.
Great.
I'll be honest.
Oh, no, I can still hear the click. Hang on. Right, there we go.
I'll be honest. Recently, all I've been listening to has been the Moana soundtrack. Like, for the past week, that's all I've been listening to.
Yeah.
Moana.
Luckily, I haven't. So.
Hey, Disney soundtracks are great.
Right. I'm going to need a bit of concentration time here. Just to get this...
I want to know what the chat's favourite musicians are.
There we go.
And if the answer's not M1, you will be kicked.
Well, then ask the question.
Okay. Chat, who's your favourite musicians? And also, if you don't say M1, you'll get kicked. Ow, I just hit my head on a pop filter. I can still only hear Shaka Khan.
Oh, I can tell this is terrible already. There must be some delay between visually and...
My favourite song from Moana.
Right.
I really like Where You Are. Yeah, I think it's between Where You Are and How Far I'll Go. We've got Elton Joe. I think that means Elton John, but they mean M1, really. Movie Master, M1, and apparently a grizzly bear. Did you know grizzly bears make music? They are the most musical of the bears.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Fun fact. And we've got Danny's sex bag from NISP. Never heard of NISP.
Mm.
Do you know that?
No.
No?
So I think this is all right. Everything looks like it's in place. That'll be our basic beat.
Emmy, favourite musician. I know, but the chat doesn't know.
M1.
You can't get kicked from your own stream.
I'm sure I can.
Is that all I'm getting out of you?
Yeah.
I know your favourite musician.
Yeah.
I'll just tell them.
Go on then.
It's Electric Light Orchestra.
Popular band of the 70s.
Yeah, they did. Mr. Blue Sky,
Please tell us why
you had to hide away from so long, so long. Where did we go wrong?
With the copyright strike.
Didn't sing it for 10 seconds.
No, but it was a pretty good rendition. It was probably like it was sampled.
Yeah. No, I think that was pretty much.
Right, what instrument?
Have the right
What instrument do you want?
Trumpet.
Next? Trumpet. Oh, trumpet in this dance song. Brilliant. Yeah.
I like trumpets.
Right.
Fun fact, in Nothing You Can Do, the reason there's trumpets is because I insisted on there being trumpets. Actually, I didn't know you have French horn. I like French horn.
Oh, no.
Or did you want trumpet?
I didn't want trumpet.
Oh, someone missed what we're working on. We're working on a song that M can't hear. And we're going to see how this turns out. And in the meantime, we're going to talk music and everything else in between.
Yeah. This is going to be weird.
This is not going to be weird. Ooh, and everyone, tell me your favourite Disney films. We've got M1, Movie Master Owl, Master Sword, and all of Starbomb.
Oh.
Is it weird to you that you're some people's favourite musician? Like, legitimately.
No, I just believe that they're saying that because I'm here.
You're my favourite musician. No, you're not. I love you dearly, but you're not my favourite musician. Oh, Sleeping Beauty is a weird one.
What, as a song or what?
Favourite
Film.
Disney film?
Favourite Disney film.
I don't often get people saying they like Sleeping Beauty that
No.
much. Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph's a great film. Have you seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Moana is an acceptable answer.
Right, what do you want now?
Let's go with a bass.
Bass?
Yeah.
Synth bass?
Synth bass, please.
Yeah. Oh.
And my favourite Disney film's The Fox and the Hound.
My favourite is Aristocats.
Because everybody wants to be a cat.
Because the cat's the only cat
Who
knows where
it's at. Everybody's picking up on the feeling beat.
Because everything else is obsolete.
The square with the horn makes you wish you were born.
Every time he plays.
Oh, a rinky tinky tinky.
With a square in the act, you can set music back to the caveman days.
Are we going to do a cover of that one day?
I've heard some corny birds who've tried to sing. But a cat's the only cat who knows how to swing. Who wants to dig a long head kick and stuff like that.
Because everybody digs a swinging cat.
Oh boy, Ferris!
No, we're not doing that one.
And it's not a proper cover then, is it?
Oh, Bambi is acceptable as well. Mine is definitely The Fox and the Hound, Bambi, and then probably Dumbo. I also really like Oliver and Company, which you've not seen before.
No.
which is a shame because it's about a ginger cat, and you love ginger cats. Tangled is cool as well. You've seen Tangled?
Yep. There's definitely a problem here.
I like Zootopia. Or Zootropolis, as it's known in this country.
Okay, so we've got bass, trumpet, and drums.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to get a piano down?
Sure. Let's go piano.
I've asked you to do a dance piece, and I'm slowly building what seems to be blues piece.
No, that's all right. I'll do some house pianos.
All right. How are you finding this so far?
Terrible. I found that I can't rely on the counter at the bottom. I've got to be slightly ahead of it in order for it to be in time, which is murderous.
How bad do you think this is going to sound? I apologise if I yawn. It's like 11 o'clock at night here, and unlike M, I don't get weekends off, so I was at work for like 9 hours today.
That's wrong. What am I counting there?
Oh! Any advice on tracking drums? Find them and then follow them.
GPS trackers are quite expensive though, so no. Obviously, I track my drums via my keyboard, so everything that I can play. Let's give you a little example here. Everything that I play into my songs, or that you hear in my songs, is usually. Let's increase the volume of that a little bit. I can't. I haven't got a channel for this.
Apparently, it looks like you're doing an asthma video because of how close you are to the camera. Start just scratching on the microphone for a while.
Beard scratch. Beard scratch. Oh, the noise gate doesn't pick it up. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. High quality.
Yeah.
Stuff that we're all here for.
That's what I've already subscribed for. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe.
And if you haven't subscribed to Persona NES yet, subscribe, because my latest covers are going to be going up soon, as they are mixed. I've got 2 on the way. And I've got another one coming out on your channel. I've got 3 on the way, really. Ooh, some people are saying Perfect Machine are their favourite songs of yours.
Yeah, I'm getting that a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
One of them. Holy fucking shit.
You're a perfect machine.
Arcana.
Join the resistance.
John Connor will lead us. Without all the keyboard sounds, I can't actually avoid that at the moment. That's usually how I track my drums. So I like to try and get as many rudiments in as possible. So you got the little light snare taps in there. As you can see, my keyboard's being invaded.
Beat the dingle.
Beat the dingle. Yeah, at a beat like this.
I wasn't crazy about Beat the Dingle. Am I going to get told off for that?
No. A lot of people thought it was a rehash of I Ain't Wasting No More Time, which...
I didn't think it was that.
In an effort, it was. I can't lie.
John, Polythea. I know Polythea and I know Metallica.
But speaking of which, these are all pretty much metal bands.
Yes, they are.
So, in response to your question now, any advice on tracking drums? I've always actually struggled with metal drums.
And struggle with metal music in general.
Yeah. I don't quite get it. You know, there's a lot of things that are classed as metal, and it's easy for someone to not, take all those rules and regulations into account, and then have lots of people screaming at them to saying, this isn't metal, So that's a problem that I've always had. I've always wanted to make bass heavy metal.
But just make it mostly metal.
But yeah, because obviously with metal, you've got your very slappy bass drums without any bass. Let's get this louder if we can.
I mean, people mostly think you're a metalhead because you've got a beard and long hair.
Yeah.
Not realising that the metalhead in our relationship is me.
Yeah. Me liking metal is really not the case. So you've got your slappy bass drum there. We need to make these toms slappier. Nice. Oh, they sound dreadful.
What's your favourite remix that you've done, Emmy?
Favourite remix that I've done? It's got to be one of the early ones. I think Boom Bap is really good. I always enjoy listening to that one.
I liked...
Snare needs to be slappy as well.
I like Steam Train Workout. I've always been a big fan of that, but I also really like Endless 3.
Yeah.
And probably Heart to Heart, actually.
I don't know how to metal.
I don't know if you know how to metal. You don't really listen to that much metal music.
No, I don't. I know I should get around to it at some point.
You should. I can give you some metal bands that I think you might like. No, because you hate everything I listen to.
Pretty much.
So your advice for tracking drums is slappy?
Well, that's more of a mixing technique to make them slappy. And then if you want to
put some water on your drums and hit the cymbals.
Exactly. Then you could do that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be...
I
know you produce remixes and stuff yourself, but I imagine you've heard other Game Grunts remixes.
No.
And if so, out of everyone that exists, who is your favourite? Movie Master Al. For definite.
Wow. No, you just threw Master Sword right under the bus, and you work with Master Sword quite often.
I know. I haven't had the... what? No, I absolutely appreciate Master Sword, and he is my second favourite. Obviously, I can't tear them apart now. Like,
I really like Movie Master Al. I think he's got a very unique approach to mixing Game Grumps vocals. I think he gets really nice songs out of them.
Yeah. I mean, Movie Master Al he always does stuff with the Grump vocals that I forget to do each time, and and that's a good thing as well, you know. Like I forget that you can repeat stuff with a different pitch phrasing to make stuff rhyme a bit more and stuff like that, and it's just little things that he's able to do that I forget about.
Yeah.
And of course his grooves are really nice as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Master Sword.
Master Sword's greatly improved.
Absolutely.
Master Sword is very, very young.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that is inspiring to look at because even though, I mean, Master Sword's always had catchiness in his songs. Even though, like, some of the early stuff, the production value wasn't there, you know, it was a bit unbalanced with the mix. The mastering was a bit weird and iffy, but he's come on leaps and bounds, and he's a really commendable.
He learns from every song he does. He doesn't. He doesn't just assume that everything he's doing is fine.
Oh, and I absolutely love the running bass he's got in his most recent remix. But I've told him that on Twitter. Speaking of which, if you haven't done already.
Follow me on Twitter.
No, not follow me on Twitter. They've probably been on Twitter.
AT Punk is older, and that's fine. Jerry Terry, classic.
Yeah.
For me, it's probably, if it's not M1, that kind of has to be because I live with you. I don't know. Maybe Movie Master Al, because I sing his songs the most. And I suppose singability is quite important for me. But Jerry Terry was my first. No, was he? Who did Baboom?
That was At Punk, I believe.
Was it At Punk who did Baboom?
Baboom, yeah. I think so.
Baboom was the first remixer that I ever listened to. The first Game Grumps remix I ever listened to, and it was by At Punk, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm on my spaceship, ship. But yeah. Also, what DAW are you using?
I am using Propellerhead Reason.
Propellerhead Reason.
There we go.
There it is. Created by Propellerhead Software Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, they're a Swedish company.
Propellerhead Software. Oh.
But yeah. And I love them to bits.
Yes, you have to get back to your song. I know you're not excited for it because you feel like you're not.
What was that?
Don't know.
Oh no, we've got delay now. Oh jeez.
You broke something.
Yeah, I did. No, it's all fixed now.
Yeah,
weirdly.
good.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay.
Michael. Okay.
Okay, this piano is terrible. It's all over the place.
A little bit, yeah. Favorite instrument?
To play keyboard.
To listen to?
Because it's so variety. So much variety. To listen to. So many.
There are quite a few.
Like I probably wouldn't be happy in life listening to one instrument.
Yeah, but that's the question.
I know. It's an unfair question.
I wouldn't be doing my job correctly if I wasn't asking you unfair questions.
Well, then.
I've just made myself bleed.
There we go. Stop touching your ear then.
Oh.
Okay.
I quite like violin. I don't. But I think that to listen to, I've always quite liked just piano.
Nope, nope. What's happening here? Oh dear. Lovely.
Game Dude's never told us what program he's programming in. What
What
code he's
language?
programming in, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think part of the reason why I like Heart to Heart so much is because I personally put a lot of effort into that one.
Yeah, you think?
I did.
Asked you to sing a couple of times in different pitches.
No, that's not what I meant.
No?
I meant gathering material for the remix.
Yes.
Because you wanted stuff that referenced hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I meant listening to a lot of Game Grumps episodes and trying to find heart. I think I ended up giving you about 13 minutes worth of Game Grumps singing. You could have done a prog rock song.
What, here?
No,
yeah.
Heart to Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been a prog rock epic. Then I would have loved you even more if that were possible.
Hey, Take 3 is pretty much prog rock. What next? We got a piano.
Guitar.
Guitar. Well, like an actual guitar.
Not
yeah?
an actual guitar.
Okay.
We're doing synthy. We're doing the video kill the radio star rules. Everything has to be done by synth.
Oh no, we can't do that because the drums already are organic.
Yeah, but they're organic, but they were played in.
Okay.
Ooh, what's a grain sample manipulator?
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'll load a guitar sample into the grain sample manipulator.
That sounds so cool.
Oh yeah. It's a new one to this version of Reason, and what it does is it takes a sample and it splits it up into tiny little slices called grains, and then it can pretty much stretch and pitch shift with really nice quality.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool, except it sort of defeats the purpose making it sound cool here because I'm not going to be able to hear what it's doing.
Yeah, but that makes it fun.
Yeah, so let's find a guitar. Everyone here, a guitar unplugged.
Banjo.
Choose banjo. Oh, we've really.
No, I'm joking. AC Steel 12 sounds cool.
Okay. Right, let's pick.
I can hear that.
I know. I can't stop that. Oh, I can. There we go. So now we've loaded our sample. Just gonna
manipulate those grains.
Yep. Gonna slow it down. Ooh.
Do you have a time limit for this, by the way?
By the end of the stream.
Oh yeah. I'll be your beach. I'll be your beach away. I want to do a cover of that as well.
Go ahead.
Well, people keep asking for like a proper cover of it or a proper vocal sung thing, but I'm not doing it in its original key.
Okay. Got what the chords are.
I don't know what the chords are.
I'll be able to work it out from the bass.
What love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Another copyright strike.
I'm not singing them for more than 10 seconds.
But you've sung it twice. For the cumulative of more than 10 seconds.
I do not understand how anything works. That's how I feel in life.
To be honest, I don't understand how this is working either. Especially because there's a can't hear a thing. Oh, recording on the wrong track. That won't help.
I didn't bring my drink in.
No.
Boing, boing, boing.
That's twice as fast as it should be.
How's your internal metronome going?
Oh. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to filter that.
You know what we need to put in, don't you?
What?
Air horns.
No.
You are M1. You have to put air horns in. Richard says, I understand how to play music, but I have no idea what any of this software does.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I've been using this software since 2001, roughly. And so,
years, you're old.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So pretty much, yeah, just coming up to half my life. I've been using this software. So, and back when it first was released, it didn't really have a lot in it. I could probably show you the stuff that it did have. So we had this unit here, which was just a bog standard sampler. It looks familiar if you've seen like some of the old Akai samplers that loaded off of floppy disks. So that was there. This was sort of like the most basic synthesizer that it came with. It was quite versatile. Just does some subtractive synthesis. We also had a little step sequence drum machine here, 16 step, 10 channels, nice. So basically you just load up a drum sample in each of these slots and you can program them in just by clicking there. Alongside that, we also had, I think that came in later as well. Yeah, then we had the effects. So we had a reverb. We had a delay. We had a distortion. Now, I don't use many of these like units anymore. I think this was in the first one as well. Purely because they've released other ones that do stuff slightly better than than all this lot. There's a chorus effect, which I almost never use. It sounds a bit cheap and tacky.
How expensive is a program?
This program, brand new, is probably like £500. That equates to about $620.
More than that.
More than that?
Yeah.
$650. So yeah, that's for like a full brand new version.
And Jesse, we are using a Mac.
Yes.
And also, Daniel has come here to listen to music and hear bad jokes. I don't know if we can ensure bad jokes.
Mm.
The music's not going to come till later. I think we're pretty disappointing on that front. On a normal stream,
Yes.
there is music and classic, fantastic jokes.
Mm. So yeah, this is basically what. And of course the old. Oh no, we had the old mixer, which looked like. Oh, where is it? There it is. Which looked like that. So yeah, I know. So instead of having this lovely, you know, big mixer here with nice channels on, we had this little thing here, which was pretty cumbersome, to be honest. It did have, I mean, you had 14 channels to start off with, but then it had this brilliant idea where you could then create another one, and it would automatically link up all your sends and your, you know, outputs to the main mixer. So effectively, you could have unlimited channels, but again, it was a bit cumbersome having that. So now we've got this lovely mixer here, which just adds on the channels as you create the instruments, and it's much nicer. I want
a cucumber now.
A cucumber.
Yeah, you keep saying cumbersome, and now I want cucumber.
So yeah, let's delete all these devices here. Cool. Nice.
Tell you, I had someone at work today tell me I looked like I had been caught by a fish hook.
Okay, weird. Weird.
I don't know why people think that it's acceptable to say that to people with piercings. Richard's going to stick to his growing collection of instruments rather than...
Yeah, I've tried both. I've got like, 2 acoustic guitars, a guitar lele, 2 ukuleles, an electric guitar, and an acoustic bass.
And then synthes.
As well as, obviously, my main MIDI keyboard here. My 3rd ever keyboard. I've got my lovely Roland D20. And then various bits and bobs of electronic equipment dotted around.
And I have a dulcimer.
And yeah, you have a Merlin.
A Merlin Seagull dulcimer.
Which I've actually sampled.
I know.
I could use in this song.
Oh, can you put my dulcimer in the song then?
Yeah, sure. I've got this filter going for the guitar. I don't know how it'll sound. I'm only guessing by...
Did I ever show you the Smurf album I used to have?
Yes, you have.
Okay. Smurfs Go Pop.
I don't want you to bring that up ever again. It was traumatizing.
I loved it. Find the Smurf.
Please.
Find the Smurf.
Please
Find
don't.
the Smurf.
That's not appropriate.
What's up with the second guitar?
Second guitar?
I presume the second acoustic guitar.
Yeah, one's a nylon, one's a steel.
One's a flamenco one.
Oh.
Sort of. You also have a flute.
I do have a flute.
Because you played a flute solo in Heart to Heart.
Yes.
You also have a violin.
Yes, I forget about the violin, purely because it's an unwieldy instrument.
Ocarina.
And I've got an ocarina as well. But yeah, I don't want to touch the violin. It makes me sad.
Richard has a keyboard, a grand piano, a lyra hard, a recorder, 3 different guitars, an ocarina, and a harp guitar.
Nice.
I have a dulcimer.
I'd love to have a grand piano though.
Yeah.
Specifically a Yamaha C7. That would be my baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm going to drown this this dulcimer in reverb.
Ooh. My poor dulcimer.
Yeah. Now I don't know what
would
we'd
play actual dulcimer on it. What about a fiddle? Moosey! Moosey wants cowbell.
Moosey's in the chat. Hey, Moosey.
We need cowbell now.
Yeah, okay. I'll put the cowbell in after we put this dulcimer in.
It's not a big table dulcimer, is it? It's a little dulcimer, isn't it? What about a fiddle? Played a fiddle in an Irish barn, fell in love with an Englishman. Do 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 do. Go away, girl. Like, I keep hearing that on the radio at work. And then it gets stuck in my head. It's not a particularly good song, but it gets stuck in my head. Just always, she played a fiddle in an Irish band, she fell in love with an Englishman.
I hate Ed Sheeran. I hate him.
You hate Ed Sheeran. Yeah. It's alright, I don't think he likes you. I don't think he's a fan. Unless he is. What if Ed Sheeran's in the chat right now and he's just heard you say that? He'd go, oh.
Then, fine.
And I really like that M1 guy. He really hates me.
I'm sure that's not right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Wolfie.
Well, exactly. You know, if you go publicly by different names, then
I much prefer the name Wolfie.
We'll make sure to call you Richard next time. It's fine.
Yeah, we're just going to call you Richard. When are we seeing you? End of this month.
Right.
I don't know how to use an instrument. I don't know how to play. Trickster, just pick an instrument and play it. It's that easy.
It's that easy.
I think it is. You just pick an instrument and you play it. You just learn how to. And if you've got enough self-determination, you'll just teach yourself. Nobody taught you how to play.
No. That's because I'm inhuman.
You're not inhuman. You're a perfect machine.
Exactly. I'm inhuman. Hello, the Emerald Minecraft. Nice of you to join us.
You like Minecraft?
I do like Minecraft. Although they're going to play footnote N. Fortnite, okay. Enjoy.
Ooh, Fortnite. I've played Fortnite, I couldn't get into it. I just don't think I like battleground style games. It's like PUBG. Shrinking arena. Battlefield. Battle. So I can't remember what we're calling those games now. Yeah, it's like that. It's like 100 people on a map. Shrinking. I'm just not very good at shooters, I think is my problem. But we should totally play one when we're streaming video games.
Right. We've got a bunch of cowbells to...
Altered cowbell.
What?
Keep going down.
We got CB.
Oh, CV. Oh.
CB for cowbell.
But there's altered cowbell.
Where?
Down.
There.
Yeah.
I don't... I'm dubious about that. Okay. We'll give it a go.
We'll give an altered cowbell. It's better than deep block and deeper block. Playing a... Funny you mentioned that, Trickster. Yes, someone did question why M was laying on the ground in Don't Let It Bring You Down. The guard that you see walking up to him asked him specifically after we cut the footage. Well, you cut the footage, but I was recording that in hysterics. And the guy came round and actually said to him, "Are you all right there?" Because I think he must have thought that, like, you were homeless and I was just recording and laughing at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I inhaled a lot of crap today. Playing a piano should be easier than playing a guitar. Not necessarily, it depends what you're good at. I know people that take to the guitar like nobody's business, but can't play piano.
Plus, you've got two different ways of playing a guitar. They're defined by rhythm guitar or lead guitar. Whether you're dexterous enough to do all the middly bits, or whether you just chug along with the chords, you know.
You quite like chugging along with chords.
Yeah.
But you play bass anyway, so you're quite happy doing rhythm everything.
Absolutely.
And I play bass as well, and I quite like being just a rhythm. But I can't play guitar.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I meant okay.
Oh.
Copy and paste.
Like all the professionals use.
I really don't use copy and paste often, but since I can't hear a metronome here, it's pretty much impossible to get a good take without spending hours on it.
No. If you know how to play guitar, you know how to play piano and vice versa. No, I got to level 7 in classical training on piano. I can't play guitar. I can't physically play a guitar. It's ridiculous. And you're not particularly confident in your guitar skills either, but you can play beautifully on piano.
Thank you, August. I mean, I've picked up guitar purely due to the fact that I started learning when I was quite young. This is going to be thoroughly out of tune. Yeah, it is.
Beautifully out of tune.
Creaky chair.
I love your creaky chair. You used it in a song once.
I did. Oh.
That's another reason why you can't do real guitar. You can hear real guitar. So you can't put a real guitar in. I suppose.
Yeah, picked up guitar really early in my life and just carried it on from there. So, yeah. Yeah. Out of tune instruments really bother me too.
I'm tone deaf, so they don't particularly bother me. But you've got crazy hearing, so.
We're just both sat here watching the chat now.
We are, yeah. Come on, keep making music. You get distracted easily.
Right, so we got cowbell in. I might just arrange some of this stuff.
Do a solo of something.
Oh, great, yeah, solo. What we all need.
Playing piano is pushing buttons, and that seems easier to learn than guitar. I am so offended. My classical music teacher would have had a heart attack reading that statement. There's a lot more notes and stuff to do on a piano than on a guitar.
I mean,
I'm going to kick you in the back of the head in a minute, aren't I?
No. I mean, breaking it down, there's the same amount of notes, but just more range on a piano. So as long as you know what an octave is, then it's the same thing up and down the piano. I mean, but that's the same with the guitar. You know, as long as you know all the notes on that particular string, then it's just a case of transposing it up and down the different strings. So in that case, yeah, it's the same. There's a slightly different technique involved, where instead of pressing down on a key, you're holding a fret. I mean, to that extent, it's the same.
So you got pedals on a piano?
Yeah. Yeah, you got that as well.
Yeah. On proper pianos, you've got 3 pedals.
Mm-hmm.
On uprights, you've only got 2.
Yeah. Guitars don't have any pedals. Well, actually,
guitars have pedals, but not.
if you wanted, yeah,
if
you wanted to
put it that way.
No. If you want to have an array of stomp boxes, then you're just making it more complicated for yourself.
Stomp. It's no problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems easier to play the guitar purely because it's all defined. What have you picked up on?
I had David Mitchell in my head.
Yeah.
I think it was David Mitchell. I can't remember. Which was Shakespeare is just English language put well. I like that pink, it's really nice.
Thank you.
I think one of the instruments I'd never want to learn would be harp. Ooh, what does a piano pedal do? There are different types of pedals on a piano. You've got what M, you can't see, but M has a pedal underneath, which is a sustain pedal,
mm-hmm.
which means when you play a note on a proper piano, what happens is you play a note and it holds the note for you.
When you release your fingers.
Yeah, so you can basically play a chord, hold that chord so it plays continuously, and then play on top of that chord.
Well, no.
Sort of.
Right. Let's think of this going back to basics.
Okay.
When you press a key on a piano,
mm-hmm.
the note plays for the duration that the key is on the note. And then as soon as you release your finger on the key, the note stops. What the sustain pedal does is it makes all of the notes ring out for as long as you have the sustain pedal down. Now, on the other side of the piano, there is another pedal that does a similar thing to the sustain pedal, but only sustains the notes that are that you're pressing at that time. Which means that, let's say, if I
that was the pedal I was talking.
Yeah, if I played a chord and then push that pedal down, those notes will stay sustained, but anything I play over the top will be for the duration of the note press.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got a middle pedal, which is called a dampener.
Yep.
And what it does is it makes all of the notes really soft sounding.
Play some piano.
Yeah, play some piano.
That's the technical term for playing quietly.
Yeah, which, if you can imagine, there's little felt pads underneath each string on the piano. And the sustain pedal, or even if you press a note, that felt pad comes away from the string to let the string resonate. Now, what the dampener pedal does is it keeps that felt pad slightly on the string to give it that nice muted sound.
Yeah.
There we go.
And I was always praised for my pedal work in music because it can be quite difficult while playing piano, especially playing a complicated piece where often you have to keep an eye on when to hold and release pedals all the time. Multitasking that with playing a piece with your hands at the same time while focusing on what your feet are doing can be very difficult. But that was one of the most one of the questions I got most often playing piano was what do the pedals do?
What do they do?
Yeah, what do pedals do? What do pedals and why do pedals?
I mean, I think I win. If we're talking about which is easier to learn, then I would have to say that keyboard And this, in combination with keyboard, is the hardest. I mean, because sure enough, you can make it easy by just getting a program or even getting a keyboard that makes the sounds for you. But if you actually want to create sounds, then that's a whole new world. I'm going to make a solo here, but it's going to sound terrible.
I told you to make a solo.
Yeah, I'm going to make a solo, and it's going to sound terrible.
One of our chat people are leaving.
No. LY3T. I got to get out of here. I will keep up the good work.
Like the good fight.
Well, I hope you have a good evening. And hopefully I'll see you soon.
You know that
for the next one. Oh, no, I don't. Not personally, but...
It made it sound like, I'll see you soon. Like, I'll have a drink down the pub.
They might be in the chat next time. So,
True.
Or even comment on one of my remixes. So, I'll look out for you.
Yeah, really, secretly. The streams are like a secret club.
Yeah.
We learn who everyone is.
Only the
Speaking of
elitist
which, I haven't seen Jeff today.
No, Jeff's not here.
That's a shame.
I know.
Sometimes Jeff joins later.
What time are we streaming till today? We're streaming till 12:30, are we not?
Yeah,
I mean, we did
50 minutes.
Yeah, we did start a little bit later than unusual. Usually start at 10. Obviously
I would have put my foot down, but I haven't got work tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously not for you American types. You're probably starting at like 4. Sounds about right. But it's seriously the latest I can I can muster up being here in the UK.
Yeah. And yeah, I had work today. I need to go to bed.
Right, this solo.
I actually look okay on camera. I was worried I was going to look fat.
Right then.
These are real life concerns I have.
So that's the solo. You got the rhythm at least, if you could hear that. That looks glorious.
Very Wolfie, I'm just showing Em your harp guitars and stuff, and Kino guitar, Kino harp.
That's good.
They're very pretty. The harp guitar he has to repair, but can't find out what strings they need and what range they need to be in. You could probably help with that.
No, probably couldn't.
Okay, fair enough. I helped. I tried. I'm trying to sing goodbye and not chalk.
I'm trying to walk away and the crumble.
And all I try to hide, it's clear.
My world crumbles when you are not near.
We actually sounded a little bit like Macy Gray then.
Which makes a change, because usually I sound like Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother.
And normally I sound like Tom DeLonge.
My friend.
You are the voice inside my head.
Okay, so I've got an intro. I've got a little thing there with all the stuff in.
Like a verse.
I've got a solo.
Do dance songs have verses? They really only have remixes.
Kind of. I mean, they've got the extended bits with possibly a little bit of vocal in.
The system is down.
Yeah. And then you've got the hook.
Which is, what is love? I have to stop singing it because I'm going to use up your 10-second thing. So I just left it at what is love.
Thanks. You're
welcome.
You're so kind.
Ooh. They might be able to help you. The hurdy-gurdy. I've always wanted to play a hurdy-gurdy. What instrument have you always wanted to play, Em? Have you always wanted to get your hands on? I've seen you play an accordion. You look quite happy with that. You look like you were struggling a little bit with the weight of it.
I mean, there's a couple of instruments that I've always wanted to own. A nice Rhodes piano being one of them.
I want a thingy-majiggy. Shinzen? Is that what they're called?
Shamisen.
Shamisen.
Like a traditional Chinese instrument.
Yes. I also want a Chinese flute.
I want a bamboo flute.
I know someone who makes them. And hook you up with a flute. I always wanted a theremin. Theremin sounds cool.
I'm going to try something here.
Oh god. Do 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 do. Chat, I am so sorry I keep yawning. I had a very long day at work. Just be careful when you do play it, Wolfie, because accordions are really heavy. I haven't tried playing one yet, but I could tell that Em, who's quite fit when it comes to lifting things and playing instruments and whatnot, was struggling a little bit with the accordion. You did say you probably wouldn't be able to stand up and play it.
No. And in fact, I was always worried about the accordion because it seemed like there was too much going on at once. But actually, having sat down with one, it's actually a lot more natural than it appears.
It is indeed almost midnight, Trickster. Do you want to stop this project at midnight and play it through?
And then do what?
I don't know. Whatever takes your fancy. Not my stream.
I have no idea how this is going to sound. It's painful. I really just want to hook it up and be like, this is what it sounds like.
This is why I said finish it at 12. Have you ever played a double bass? I have. Have you?
Oh, I've tried. Yeah. In fact, no, I was fairly confident with it. At least not bowed. I could pluck it.
My mum used to play double bass. I mean, she played cello mainly, but she played double bass occasionally as well.
Yeah. It's more forgiving than, let's say, a violin. One, obviously, the steps between the notes are much bigger, and so in order to train yourself where each note goes, the muscle memory is a lot easier to attempt. And because it's a bass instrument, the difference between notes, if it's slightly out, is less noticeable than violin. Have I ever played a double bass like a violin? Oh, like bowed? No.
I have. My tiny arms. They're big. very big.
Yeah.
It's like cuddling a bear. Are you excited?
I'm fairly excited.
What? You're shaking your head. Why?
Yeah, just no idea.
I'd never want to play a harp. Like, they're beautiful instruments. Gorgeous instruments, but they are very heavy. And they've got a lot more strings than I first thought they would.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like a keyboard.
I know it's like a piano, but I don't think it actually has the same note layout as a piano. Does it?
Well, it is. It's chromatic.
Oh, okay.
So it's got the full chromatic scale, except your black notes are just on the same line as the white notes.
That's confusing.
No, I mean you got some harps that are pre-colored for you. So you got, if you look at the tops and the bottoms of the strings, they're colored.
Mm.
So you can easily identify which note is which.
No, I've never put a double bass on my shoulder.
Oh, geez. What?
No, I never would.
Surely you wouldn't be able to, like, get to the fretboard. I say the fretboard. The neck. There we go.
You're Wolfie's dad now.
You can try my Kindle one day, Dad.
It's a harp.
Nice.
I have a son. That time you have one too.
Okay. Do we want to hear this then?
Yes, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
What do the chat think? Do they want to hear this?
Chat, do you want to hear it?
This possibly really atrocious attempt.
I want to get a sooty hand puppet.
Yeah.
I think that what your streams are missing is sooty. Wolfie said, I do not know why I put dad there. You know why. Because Em is your dad now. You see how cute that would be? Are you trying to mix it without hearing
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure that, like, some bits are not too loud for it.
Wolfie wants to hear it.
Okay. Let me just sort out some stuff. And yes, I'm trying to master it without hearing it either. So.
From Paris to Berlin and every disco that I'm in, my heart is
It's not going to sound anything like that.
Pumping for love from Paris. I think this is the next song you should release on your channel.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know how it sounds yet,
No.
but I think that it should be the next song you release on your channel. I'm going to hold your hand.
No, I'll be fine. Right then.
Cameron wants to hear it. Hi, Cameron.
Okay. Let's pop this in. First of all, I'm just going to run through all the instruments that we've picked
I picked.
like on their own first.
Yeah.
So we got our drums. Nice. We had some French horns that were picked. Nice.
See, this might sound cool now.
We've got our bass. Oh yeah. We've got a piano, which hopefully, yeah, that sounds housey enough. We've got this grained 12-string guitar. I'm not sure. Oh, that might sound terrible.
We've got the dulcimer.
We've got a dulcimer, which...
My dulcimer.
Yeah.
Sounds so pretty.
We've got our... Oh, we've got our whatever this is. That's apparently our cowbell. Nice.
If it sounds bad, you can always release it on April Fool's.
And then we've got our solo instrument. Okay. Right, let's hear this.
Okay. I'm ready. My body is ready. Sounds like a Depeche Mode song.
There's that cowbell. Oh, it's really loud.
No mixing while we do the first listen. I like it. That one comes a bit out of left field.
There we go then.
I like it.
It's bad.
It's not bad.
Oh. Like, this was a lot lower than I was expecting this. I think I was expecting it to sound a bit more like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this bit didn't sound too bad, apart from the timing errors of the French horn. I'll take it back. It's just that cowbell.
It did say altered cowbell.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I'm glad someone does.
It's my favourite song you've ever done. Quibble.
What?
Quibble.
Quibble?
Yes.
Quibble?
Yes.
What about quibble?
No, quirrel.
Quirrel?
Actually. Quirrell.
Like that.
Oh yeah, double R. Actually. I think it is. And then one L. Oh no, double R.
Like squirrel, but without the S.
Do you know who Quirrell is?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Is he deaf?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Comment in the chat if you know who Quirrell is. Have you done any more work on this?
Sorry?
Have you done any more work on this?
No. This is some... I basically did this in 5 minutes. What was this? 2 days ago. Friday afternoon.
That was yesterday.
Yes. I forget that I worked on that other song that we introed with earlier on today.
There we go.
Professor Quirrell.
You know who Professor Quirrell is?
No.
He's Harry Potter's first Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher.
Okay.
You know the nervous guy in the turban?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Professor Quirrell. M's never seen the Harry Potter films. Well, he's seen them up to... Last one he saw was Goblet of Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting there.
That chord sequence must be on my mind then.
Yeah.
Because that's very similar to what I've just done.
It actually sounds very similar.
Yeah. And that's what a song sounds like when I'm not deaf.
I think you should make a song about Mimikyu.
Oh.
Why?
Because Mimikyu creeps me out.
Mimikyu is adorable. Mimikyu shouldn't creep you out. I'm going to make a Mimikyu costume. I'm going to walk around the house in it. Lucy said you should make a song about Mimikyu. And also a song about her.
I have to charge for personal songs, I'm afraid.
What about the Mimikyu one?
It would just be a rehash of Lavender Town.
Yeah, but with Mimikyu. Let's snuggle forever. Are you hoping this will be the next song you bring out?
Maybe, I don't know.
Can I rewrite the lyrics so they're all about Mimikyu? Mimikyu. No Pikachu. He's Mimikyu. Don't call him Pikachu. Because he's Mimikyu. And he was a Mimikyu. Because he's really cute. Mimikyu. He's a Pokemon. With a little hat on. Pretends he's Pikachu. He hopes you'll love him. Like you love Pikachu. Except he's Mimikyu. Mimikyu. Never Pikachu. This is Mimikyu. He's gonna Mimikyu. Cause he's not Pikachu. Cause he's Mimikyu. Never Pikachu. It's Mimikyu. How flat can I get? That was an intentional flat though. I didn't intend any of that song. Moosey's saying that if you write a song about her, she'll give you exposure.
Yeah.
And by that she means she'll tell like chat groups you're already in that you wrote a song about her. Mimikyu. Mimikyu. Dresses like Pikachu. It's not a whim. He just wants somebody to notice him. Cause he's really cute. And he's really cute. But you'll never see him. I took some of Moosey's lyrics.
Wow. Yeah, we're not turning this song into Mimikyu's song.
Are you sure? I've gotten rid of the original lyrics I've written and I've just written Mimikyu question mark on them. It's not my fault that Bring It Down has the same amount of syllables as Mimikyu.
We're not doing that.
Can we do that? Okay.
I suppose I could show this one. I was trying to make my music more dynamic and having less of a pop structure.
Trying to make it move.
I suppose you could put it that way.
I'm really tired.
This is the last time you'll be invited on a stream.
Oh.
But yeah, it's... I don't know, it's got to that point now. I mean, I have a huge problem where I write a song and then a week later I hate it. And already I'm put off by the idea of this one. However, have a listen to it. Let me know what you think.
I think it's nice.
And whether I should continue working on it.
I think you should turn it into a Mimikyu.
I'm going to need you to shush now. Here we go. And there we go.
Hello.
So we've got one comment of approval so far.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Mm.
You said it was sad, though.
It is sad.
It is sad. Yeah. It's a lot laid back than, you know, a lot of my stuff.
But I like that.
Yeah. And it has got an incredibly obvious touch of ELO in there.
Mm.
Almost like Ticket to the Moon in that bit there. But yeah. If you think that I should continue working on this and finish it, let me know.
I do.
Cameron liked it. Arton liked it.
No.
I don't know what to do now. To be quite honest with you, I'm a little bit lacking of energy.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of your dulcimer.
Want to play some Pokemon Showdown?
Showdown?
Yeah.
No.
What's up?
Top 101 unknown 101 246. Oh, Jesse also liked the song.
Yay.
Thank you very much. So yeah, your dulcimer that you bought recently, I've immortalized it. I've been using it in quite a lot of stuff.
That's because it's really nice.
It is really nice. This is what I did with it recently. I must have been feeling this sort of 70s rock vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like sort of Fleetwood Mac-esque sort of beats and stuff. Don't know why. Really nice kit that I've made there. It's got this lovely shine. Squeaky chair. A really lovely shine to it. Anything you want to add?
Dulcimers are cool.
Oh, cool.
I like my dulcimer.
Yeah. Yeah, I do it quite a lot.
Yeah, you get distracted easily.
Yeah. This is just so nice to groove.
Interesting. One of my badges doesn't pick up on camera, so it looks like it ends with Mimic You.
I want to make some really cool 80s music. We're talking like Phil Collins.
Phil Collins was cool.
It was cool. And very short.
Sorry.
So what?
I'm very tired.
I know. I'm getting that way myself.
Favourite Phil Collins song?
That's a tricky one.
We're including Phil Collins' Genesis.
Yeah. In that case, Invisible Touch.
Well, in that case, Tonight. Tonight.
Too slow though, that one.
Going down like a monkey.
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 Silly monkey. Favourite Peter Gabriel song?
Hey, I like the music. How? Blue Fox.
I'm a green fox.
Yep, yep, yep. I've stolen the drum kit. Ah. This isn't me.
What?
It's painful. Oh no, no, I'm gonna lose viewers.
I'm not that bad.
Ben Wilson says, hey man.
Hey person.
Thanks for joining in. Don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for, but
I'm going to bed in 8 minutes.
okay. You can go now if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you telling me to go home?
What MIDI do you use?
All of the MIDI.
Well, general MIDI. No.
Slash synth.
I'm using a Nectar Panorama P6. So, my lovely baby.
Since you're telling me to go to bed. Okay. You've convinced me. Night, people. I'm going to bed. You can stay up for however long you're staying up for. Yeah. Have fun.
Monkey. I will. Monkey. Love you too. Might as well mute that mic. Got some cleaner audio now. Trickster's going to try and get some sleep, but you'll be listening in the background. I'll try not to make things too loud then. Hopefully my voice will be able to lull you to a nice, calm sleep. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to make some off the top of my head 80s music using this drum kit. The wrong chord. I think that sounds sufficiently 80s enough. Although we need to layer that up with some bell sounds. Oh yeah, get that cheesy chorus on the go. Do you know what'll make it quintessentially 80s? A saxophone. Now, I wonder if I can get a reasonably decent sounding saxophone. If not, it'll sound like a fake 80s one, which is fine, I guess. But oh, that sounds dreadful. Oh, no. A little bit better. I can play saxophone properly. Let's try that again. I can get these notes right. How cheesy. How very cheesy. I feel like we're missing something here. Oh no, I think everything's glitched. Jeez. What's going on here? Alright, I'll be back in a sec. It should be fine now. Just had a slight hiccup with the graphics there. Thanks to the Elgato, I believe. But yeah, it's missing something. I can't quite work out what it is yet. Is that right? Apparently it is right. Okay. Oh, how weird. Apologies for the sneeze. Oh, jeez. Actually. don't know about you, but this sounds atrocious. It sounds like the musical equivalent of spray cheese in a can. Ooh, terrible. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to have to disappear. I'm slowly running out of energy. But just for good measure, let me save this. Not that I'm ever going to touch it again. 80s cheese. And we're just going to look over what we did today. Enjoy. And with that, I hope you have a good evening. I'll be back soon with another stream. Not next week, but hopefully soon after that. If you want even more live streams, then go to my Patreon. That's patreon.com/EM1. That's the letters EM and the number 1. Easy as that. You can pledge anywhere between $1 and $1 million if you really want. But that gives you access to twice as many live streams. Gives you access to every single Grandpa instrumental. And also I upload other songs and covers on there as well. That YouTube just doesn't get. And also, exclusively on my Patreon at the moment is the instrumental to... Oh my goodness, I've forgotten the name of it. Nothing You Can Do. This the Game Grumps remix that was at the end credits of Animated Grump. I spent £600 recovering a hard drive that got broken, and that project file was on it. So if you want to help recover the cost of that, then you get an instrumental that nobody else has. Yeah, that's all for tonight, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you've had a good time.